You need to hear this now. Someone chose you. Not by chance, not for convenience. This person believes with all their might that the two of you have something unique, something that can't be found just anywhere. They see you as the other half, as someone who can transform their life. They are watching, waiting for the right moment. It's not just a fleeting interest or a vague idea. It's a certainty they carry. It doesn't matter what you think about yourself, what you've been through, or the doubts you have. This person believes that you are exactly who they were looking for, who they want by their side. And more than that, they are ready to act. They already have plans, already think about how to get closer to you, about how to make you see what they already see. It could be a message, an unexpected gesture, an encounter that seems casual but has a whole intention behind it. They want you to realize that this is real, that it isn't just an idea in their head. Now, I want you to think about this. What does this connection mean to you? What will you do when this step is taken? Because it will be. And when it happens, you will need to decide if you are willing to make room for something that can change everything. I need you to understand something important now. All of this isn't about haste. It isn't about forcing anything. It's about something that is already happening, even if you haven't completely realized it yet. This person isn't trying to convince you of anything. They just want you to feel, to see what is already in the air, in the way you cross paths, in the silences that say more than any words. It's about you, about what you provoke in them, about what you can be together. And do you know what the strongest thing about all this is? It's that this person has already decided. They already know what they feel for you. They already know that it's worth taking the risk, facing the doubts and even the fear that any true commitment brings. But even so, they are willing. They believe that you are someone worth all of that. And even though you haven't said anything yet, you haven't given a clear sign, they are willing to take the first step. They are willing to open up, to expose themselves, to show what they feel. And you? Have you stopped to think about what you are feeling? Because even if you haven't realized it, there is something there. At the very least, a curiosity. At the very least, a desire to understand what this connection means. It's impossible to feel nothing when someone looks at you that way, when someone chooses you with such certainty. And if you are here now listening to this, it's because deep down you know that something more is happening. Something that goes beyond the ordinary, beyond what you have known until now. What I want you to think about is simple. If this person is willing to approach, to show what they feel, what are you going to do? Are you going to close up? Are you going to pretend you didn't see? Or are you going to allow yourself? Because this is the choice that is in front of you, to allow yourself or not. There is no right or wrong here. But there is a truth. This chance doesn't appear all the time. This intensity, this commitment, is not something you find just anywhere. When someone chooses you like this, it's because they saw something that goes beyond. Something that deserves to be discovered, to be lived. And if you decide to make space, let me tell you what will happen. It won't be perfect. It won't be easy. Because no real connection is. But it will be honest. It will be intense. This person will want to truly get to know you, will want to know what makes you smile, what hurts you, what makes you want to keep going. And they will want to be there, in each of those moments. Not as someone who expects something in return, but as someone who simply believes that being with you is the right place for them. If you are listening to this and feel that it's too much, that maybe you're not ready, I understand. It's natural to feel that way. Because it's scary, I know. But let me tell you something. Fear doesn't change what is real. Fear only delays what you already know can be different. That can be bigger than anything you've ever experienced. And deep down, you know this. That's why you're here, listening until now. Because something in you is saying it's worth paying attention to, that it's worth giving a chance, and if it still doesn't seem clear, that's okay. That person knows this too. They don't expect you to have all the answers now. They just want you to be open, to allow them to get close, to show what they feel, to prove to you that this is not fleeting. It's not just a random attempt. It's something bigger. It's something they feel deep in their chest and are now about to put before you. The choice, in the end, will always be yours. So I ask you, are you willing to make space? Are you willing to hear what this person has to say? Because sooner or later, they will say it. They will reach out to you. They will lay everything bare. And when that happens, you will need to decide. You can't sit on the fence. You can't ignore something so strong. And if you've come this far listening to this, it's because something in you already knows the answer. What I can guarantee you is this: whatever your choice, be true. Don't hide. Don't pretend you don't feel anything if you do. And if you decide to open that door, go all the way. Give a real chance, without reservations, without fear. Because what is at stake here is not just about what this person feels for you. It's about what you will discover about yourself, about what you are capable of experiencing when you allow yourself. And before you finish, I want you to think about this calmly. Do not rush, but do not ignore it. Do not pretend you did not hear. Because, as I said before, this is a chance that does not come around every hour. And if you let it pass, there may come a day when you look back and wonder how it would have been, what could have happened. I know you do not want that. I know that deep down you know this is special. You need to listen to this with attention because the next part is decisive. This person who chose you is not expecting you to have all the answers, to be completely ready. She knows that nobody is. But she is willing to take a risk, to go through the uncertainties, because what she feels is real. And what is real does not wait for perfect conditions. It simply happens, grows, and takes shape while you allow yourselves to live. When she takes the next step, when she decides to open up, it will be something you will notice immediately. There will be no confusion, no games or ambiguous messages. It will be direct, honest, something that only happens when someone truly knows what they want. And in that moment, you will have a choice to make, because you can hide behind fear, doubt, all the reasons that hold you back. Or you can accept that not everything in life needs explanation, needs guarantees. Some things only need courage. And courage does not mean you do not feel fear. Courage means acting in spite of it. This person is already doing that, and you know how hard it is. So the question is, can you do the same? Can you set aside all the excuses that come to your mind to justify why now is not the time, why you are not ready? Because deep down, none of that matters. What matters is what you feel now, in this instant. It is this that will determine what comes next. If you decide to open up, what you will experience won't just be a story, it will be an encounter. An encounter that can teach you more about who you are, about what you desire, about what you're afraid to admit even to yourself. This person wants to show you that it is worth it, that the two of you can build something that makes sense, something that goes beyond what you imagine to be possible. But you need to be willing, because no one can force this kind of surrender. Now let's be realistic. This doesn't mean that everything will be easy. Deep connections bring challenges, bring to the surface parts of us that we often prefer to keep hidden. You will have to deal with that. You will have to face your own fears, your insecurities. You will have to decide every day if it's worth moving forward. But let me tell you one thing. If you are willing to do this, what you will find on the other side will be something that few people have the chance to experience. You know that we are not talking about just anyone, about any situation. We are talking about someone who sees in you something that perhaps you have forgotten or never realized. Someone who sees in you a potential, a light, a truth that goes far beyond what you show to the world. And this, my friend, is rare, it's precious. Don't throw that away out of fear, pride, or the false idea that things should happen exactly the way you planned. Because let me tell you something, life never follows our plans, and many times it is exactly there that the best things happen. This connection that is before you is not about what is logical, what makes sense on paper. It's about what you feel when you think about this person, when you imagine what could be. No matter how much you try to rationalize, the heart always knows before. And it already knows, doesn't it? Now I want you to imagine something. Imagine that this person is right in front of you, saying exactly what they feel without fear, without filters. How would you feel? What would you say? Because this moment is closer than you think. This person is preparing for it. And when it happens, it will be so direct and clear that there will be no room for doubt. It will be your chance to say yes or no. But don't be mistaken. Not responding is also a response. Silence also says a lot. So what are you going to choose? Will you give a chance to what is real, to what is calling you? Or will you close the door even before knowing what is on the other side? This is a question only you can answer. But I want you to think carefully before deciding. Because decisions like this carry weight. They do not go unnoticed. They stay with you one way or another. And one more thing, if you decide to open up, be prepared to be truthful. Don't go into this halfway. Don't let the fear of getting hurt make you hide parts of who you are. This person doesn't want perfection. They want you with everything that comes with it, with your flaws, your doubts, your scars. That's what makes it real. That's what makes it worthwhile. I know it can be scary. I know it's much easier to stay in your comfort zone, pretend this isn't happening, that it's not that important. But you know it is. You feel it. It's there, deep down, waiting for you to admit it. So, why not give it a chance? Why not allow something new to happen, even if it's imperfect, even if it's uncertain? What you decide now can change everything. I'm not exaggerating, you know this. The decisions that really matter are the ones that take us out of control, that make us look inside and question everything we thought we knew about ourselves. That's what's happening here. Don't run away. Don't miss this opportunity to discover something that can transform your life. So we've reached the final point. There's no more ignoring what's in front of you. You have been chosen. Someone believes with all their heart that the two of you have something special, something unique. This person is not expecting perfection or guarantees. They are just hoping that you are willing to take a step, to make room for what could be one of the most significant experiences of your life. But now the decision is in your hands. You can choose to listen to what your heart is already saying, or you can let fear speak louder. And it's okay to be afraid, it's human. But what you can't do is let that fear paralyze you. Because some opportunities don't come back. Some encounters can't be postponed forever. And I want you to think about that now. Think about what it will be like when this person opens up, when they express their feelings directly, honestly. How will you react? Will you run away, or will you give what is real a chance? Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. What are you willing to experience? How much are you willing to allow yourself? Whatever your answer is, I want to ask you something. Don't stand still. Don't ignore what's happening. Life doesn't wait, and time has the cruel habit of passing faster than we realize. So if this resonated with you, if something inside you felt that this message was for you, I invite you to take action. And since we are here, I want to hear from you. Write in the comments what you think about this. Do you believe that someone might be seeing you as their other half, as someone truly worthwhile? Share your opinion, your experience, what this message made you feel. I want to know. Let's talk. Oh, and if you've made it this far, it's because something in this message resonated with you. So don't forget to leave your like. This not only helps spread this message to more people, but it also shows that this type of conversation makes sense, that it matters. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. I have so much more to share, so much more to talk about with you. Together we can explore these topics that make us look inward, that challenge us, that connect us. Now the choice is yours. What will you do with everything you just heard? Be true, be brave, and above all, be yourself. Because someone out there already believes that this is more than enough. And maybe, just maybe, this is the beginning of something you didn't even know you were waiting for. Leave your comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep this conversation going. I'm here, and you.